The first room we're going to take a look at is the guest bathroom just off of the front of the house, and it was actually one of the first spaces that I decorated. You can see that I always keep a little candle going. I just think that it gives it beautiful ambiance, makes it seem really homey, and this is again one of my favorite spaces. So when you walk in, you can see where I have my hand soaps. I actually need to change those out. I love that I layered them like that. And then we've got some decor over here. I really just started coming into this green thing in this house, and I've just been on this kick where I want everything to have like a rustic French country / farmhouse feel. You can see that I have this beautiful bathroom spray right here as well, and I'm also burning, you know, a Dollar Tree candle. This piece ended up staying. When I first decorated it, I asked you guys what you thought, and I just ended up keeping it. I thought that the Tuscan element just looked really nice with the style of the shower curtain, because you can see the print there. And then when you look over here, we have a more farmhouse feel. I mean, that is not farmhouse, that's Tuscan to me, but combining the two and then adding all of the other elements together, I thought brought it in pretty nicely. So I did end up keeping this piece. And then when you turn this way, I installed a shelf up here. I think it is one of my favorite parts about this whole bathroom for some reason. I don't know why. I really love this shelf. Sorry, I'm turning down the light so you guys can actually see here. And this was a Dollar Tree DIY. So again, like I mentioned earlier, all of these videos will be linked down below. And this is the guest bathroom. This is the kitchen, which is actually still under decorating construction. I really haven't done much of anything, and the decor that you see, I really just kind of placed temporarily to just get a feel for how my existing decor looks in this kitchen. It is a gorgeous kitchen, and I've mentioned this a couple of times, but the style, I don't think, marries well with my decor style, if you will. I feel like this is a more modern style of a kitchen with the complete white cabinets and then the gray countertops, which again, beautiful, but I think that my personal taste of kitchen is actually from like 2 houses ago. If you guys remember that house, it had like a white creamy cabinets with like a brown finish, and then it had like a brown granite countertop. It was really beautiful, and it was definitely more my style. So far, this is what I've done to the kitchen. There's gonna be decorations here. I'm gonna be adding stuff up there. I'm gonna be adding a wreath to the middle there. And I do love the lamps on either side. I think it just makes it really homey. So I think those will stay. Yeah, and then I'll be adding stuff at the top. I don't know how I'm gonna do the island just yet, but that's just decor that I kind of threw together just to have something. And then over in this section, we've got my small little table with my kitchen nook. And I did order a rug, but when it came in, it actually was more yellow than white. So I had to return it. I don't think I'm gonna be doing any curtains in this house with the exception of upstairs. I really kind of like the look of just, sorry for the lighting, windows. I think the blinds are very nice. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it like that. But I did order a like kitchen style or like a China hutch sort of. It's just like a different like kitchen cabinet thing. I'll be dropping pictures so that you guys can see like what's going to be going on. So that is actually coming in a couple of days and will be installed on that wall. Then over in this section, you can see that's Loxy's Food, and I have this farmhouse sign, which I'm actually going to be hanging up there. And here is what the house looks like from this view. I'm not even flushed all the way back, but it's just really pretty. I have no idea why the island is a gray instead of white. I don't know if that was intentional I have no idea, but eventually I will be painting that kitchen island white as well. Yeah, I don't know, that just doesn't really make much sense to me. And my favorite part of this kitchen is that window. I love that window. And one of my favorite decorated spaces in the house is the butler's pantry. If you remember seeing the empty house tour or even the pantry makeover, you know that this house did not come with anything in this little space here. It was just kind of awkward. This is where essentially you would build a butler's pantry. It was like, I don't know what happened, but so I had to, you know, take matters into my own hands, and I built this piece all by myself, and I'm obsessed with it. It was actually a lot easier to build than I thought, and of course I had to add my green accents into it, and I think that it took up the wall space really nicely. It's super beautiful. I keep personal papers there, so I did take them down, but this is like a command center, if you will. I have yet to write on this, but that is just where I keep all my papers. My daughter keeps her car keys in there. I have to stop pointing so that it doesn't remove the focus. And then my niece, I forgot to bring back her sunblock, so that's her sunblock. And yeah, so just some really cute little farmhouse like elements here. And then one of my favorite spots too is when you turn to the door. I'm eventually going to be removing this door, and I'll throw up a picture of the door that I'm going to be installing. I think that it will be really beautiful, and I will be putting the wreath back on that door too. So the wreath is going to stay. We're just going to be exchanging the door out. And then above here, and sorry that it's a hard angle to kind of get into, but I did this shelf with the farmer's market sign on top, and I think I nailed the location of this sign. The very first place I put it was in a bathroom, and you guys had a heyday with that and how horrible of an idea it was. So here it is above the pantry door. And I think this is like my signature style too. I'm going to be doing a lot of shelving. But yeah, just FYI, if you have any questions on where I got anything, definitely go check out each individual video of where I decorated, and I should have that information in those videos. So, we've got the dining room, which has not yet been done, but I moved in February, and I moved in without half of my furniture, maybe even less than half. Literally came with two sets of bedroom furniture, and I don't even remember what else. But I do have bookshelves ordered. They're actually going to be coming in the next 2 weeks, so I'm very excited about those. I'll be dropping pictures again of what those look like. I ordered 3 of them, and I measured the space out. It's going to fit perfectly into this huge wall right here, and I'm going to be filling it with books. I'm going to be doing a lot of book hauls and decorating of the bookshelves. So if that is of any interest to you, click subscribe, stick around, in a different spot in the house. And then I'm going to be doing 2 oversized white armchairs and then a little table. So essentially I thought this was going to be a dining room library, and I was going to do like a little dining room table, nothing fancy, keeping it super casual because my house is not formal. But then I thought about it and I was like, no, I'm going to do a little seating area. Moving along right off of the entryway in the guest bathroom, I do have a load of laundry going, so I'm sorry about that. I love that I decorated this. I never would have thought to have done a space like this, which is basically like my garage entryway and that little hallway to the laundry room. But I had to do it, and I love it. And so far, the baskets, by the way, which we have baskets of shoes down here, this has worked so well. And I installed a mirror here with a wreath in the center. Love it. I feel like it's really beautiful, and it makes this space really light and airy because the colors are all light browns, whites, light greens. I really think that it gave this whole space a facelift. And there's the CraftyGirl scroll. I mean, you're just gonna see that everywhere I take you. So this space turned out really beautiful. Eventually, I am going to give you guys decorating tour, or not a tour, but I'm going to be decorating the laundry room. That will be coming soon as well, so stick around for that. That space is going to be decorated in the upcoming months. And then when we walk here, we've got the staircase that leads upstairs, and we have the dog. That is her lookout spot. We will get to this area in a minute, but let's go ahead and dive into the living room. Right off of the staircase, you can see that I have this beautiful navy chair, and what I love about it is the wood detail on the bottom. I feel like when you're in this room in person, you can really just kind of see all of these details come to life. In this corner, this is a new addition. I got this little table and I decided to put this lamp here. I really love this lamp here. I know it's quite tall and it competes with the fireplace, but I love it. I love that it breaks up all the white and the dark metal, and we have this light brown, which is another color, you know, that you're seeing throughout all of my decorations. On this wall, I did like this, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, this is a very unusual way, I think, of displaying photos, but I like it. It's kind of quirky and interesting, and you see that there's that scroll again. More pictures of my daughter. I actually need to put out more of her younger pictures, but I do have her senior photos up mostly throughout the house. And here is the fireplace decor. And yeah. Then when we move over here, this is how I styled the TV. Decorated it once, put up a video, and then there's a second video of me doing this because I did not like the first attempt at all. And so far, I have really loved this new remix thanks to you guys and your recommendations. I did remove that piece from the back and I think it looks gorgeous. And then even through like the reflection, you can just see how it all kind of comes together. And then there is that combination of the shelf again. There's that same scroll that we saw in the garage entryway. To step back here, I wanted to give you guys a little look at what it looks like from the back of the living room, the archway into the kitchen, and then the back patio, which we're not actually going to visit today, but there is going to be a decorating video of back out there as well. I'm going to share just about everything with you guys. So just off of the living room is my master bedroom, so let's go ahead and take a look in there. But I also decorated this little spot here, which actually looks very similar, actually pretty much identical to how it was done in the last house. In the last house, I also had the same little like foyer before the bedroom, or however you would call it, and I had this mirror there, and then I had this there, so all of that stayed the same, and even the scroll. And then over here are some pictures of my daughter. I love these because they're green. Obviously because she's in it, but also it has that green factor, so it really just travels well from everything that I've been trying to do. Alright, so then we step into my master bedroom, which is my favorite of all time. It's very simple. I love these also because I think that she's stunning in them, plus the green really just goes so well with this room. Plus it has this like foresty vibe, you know. She's not necessarily in an open field, she looks more like she's in a forest, and that is what my room is kind of all about. And then I have this like magazine table, which we have that metal decor mixed with wood, which I think is so my signature style. And then these are some Dollar Tree DIYs that I did. And then I added this like wild looking fern, and then a candle. I think I'm going to switch out the candle for something bigger, chunkier. My nightstands, there's really nothing that big happening right now. I just have my air filter over there. My bedding, this is my favorite bedding I've ever done. The amount of layering that I did is just perfect for me. I have obviously my white sheet set, and then I have this quilt that I've actually used when I did my farmhouse look, and then I also double use it for fall because I do decorate for fall. So stick around for that because we're gonna be doing something slightly different this year. I mean, already this room looks fall, if you think about it, right? I mean, I could leave it as is and like that would be it. From this standpoint, you can just see I've got my dresser over here in this spot. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Full length mirror, my TV, the dresser, and then this little chair. I do have some like random, you know, blankets and stuff that just don't have a spot right now. I have like a Christmas blanket. I have my additional pillows. They were on my bed, but I decided to make my bed a little bit differently. So I have to figure out how I'm gonna do my whole pillow situation. And you guys were absolutely right. I need some sort of like tree plant thing over here in this corner to bring green to this side of the room. So this room is also not finished. It needs that pop over here. But overall, I think that will probably be it. I can't imagine I'm gonna do anything above those spaces. And then we've got my full length mirror here, and I like it. It's, you know, it's also my bedroom. It doesn't need to be completely styled, you know, like this is an Airbnb or whatever. This is where I do my makeup. So I've got all of my makeup down there on the ground. All right, we are gonna pop into, let the light kind of settle down for a minute. We're gonna pop into my master closet. We're gonna skip the bathroom. I'm also gonna be decorating the bathroom, so stay tuned for that. That's coming soon as well. So we're just gonna go look at it today because I need to clean it and all that stuff, but it is in the empty house tour if you wanna see what my bathroom looks like. Here is this side of the closet. This side over here is also a hot mess, so we're gonna ignore that. You can see that I have a massive shoe problem, which is hilarious because this is all I wear. Not those, not those, not those, or those. Sometimes those. And that's basically it for the current house tour. You can see that, I mean, coming into this house when I moved into here with no living room furniture, like none of this existed except for some of the decor pieces. I came here with my bedroom set, my daughter's bedroom set, and decor, and the TVs. And I think even the media TV is new. So I feel like I've come a really long way since February. I can't wait to share that with you guys. We're gonna be focusing some of the recent spaces. It's gonna be the kitchen nook. It's going to be the remix of the entryway. We're going to be doing my bathroom. So those are the first 3 spaces that I think will be queued up next for me to share on my channel. But that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed the current house tour, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.